All right, you guys, some breaking news. I just learned that Michael Avenatti's alleged co-conspirator has been identified as Mark Geragos. He is a celebrity attorney. He represents not only infamous race hoaxer Jussie Smollett, but also Nike client Colin Kaepernick. I'll place a picture of them on the screen before you so you see that I'm not playing any games. That is him, but that's all I got for right now. Check out the video. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brown Logan, and today I bring you a very interesting story. Do you all remember Stormy Daniels, a so-called porn star that got paid off by Donald Trump to keep their alleged affair in the past on a hush-hush before the election? Well, her ex-lawyer, the guy who got famous defending her during that whole kerfuffle a couple of years ago, Michael Avenatti, has now been arrested for trying to extort 20 million U.S. green dollars out of Nike. Now, this story is wild. I've read through some of this article, just kind of skimmed through it, and it's really crazy. This incident allegedly happened like last Tuesday. Today is March 25th, 2019. This allegedly happened on the 19th. So apparently between now and then, there was enough evidence gathered to go ahead and arrest him. That's pretty quick. They probably could have done it on a Friday, but they're like, okay, let's not do it right now when everybody's going home and not over the weekend when everybody's off. Let's do it right now, Monday afternoon, 12 p.m., whenever it happened. Let's get them. So we're going to go through the article to see exactly what's going on and to see why he did this or what's going on. Also, this is not even just about the Nike case. He also did some other stuff with different people. Embezzling money, defrauding the bank. Let's get through the article to see what it says. And the article reads, celebrity lawyer Michael Avenatti was arrested Monday on charges that he tried to extort up to $25 million from Nike by threatening to hurt that athletic apparel giant financially with negative publicity. So basically he was like, look, I got dirt on y'all. If you don't pay this amount of money that I want, the 25 mil or whatever, and pay a client of mine some separate money, then I'm going to go public. I'm going to go on TV and I can get wherever I want to go, whenever I want to go there, as far as media is concerned, due to how much they love me because I represented Stormy Daniels and I was trying to fight against Trump. They're trying to fight against Trump too. So I can leverage that against you guys and cause your market cap to drop by like 10 billion. But let's keep going. Avenatti is also charged in a separate federal case out of Los Angeles where he is accused of embezzling a client's money in order to pay his own expense and debts and of defrauding a bank in Mississippi, prosecutors said. Avenatti had represented porn star Stormy Daniels in lawsuits against President Donald Trump and his former lawyer Michael Cohen related to a non-disclosure agreement she signed on the eve of the 2016 presidential election to keep quiet about her alleged affair with Trump in exchange for a $130,000 payment. Daniels replaced Avenatti as her lawyer earlier this month. Daniels, in a statement released by her new lawyer, Clark Brewster, told CNBC that, quote, knowing what I know now about Michael, I'm saddened but not shocked regarding his arrest. So now you got Stormy Daniels, the darling of the left. Her lawyer is throwing Avenatti clear up under the bus. Pretty interesting, but let's keep going. I made the decision weeks ago to terminate Michael's services after discovering that he had dealt with me extremely dishonestly, and I will have my own announcement coming soon, Brewster said. Avenatti, 48, was busted in Midtown Manhattan at 12:30 in the afternoon by FBI agents. So we're talking about a federal case. This ain't no, just local police. Nah, federal investigation. It happened so quickly because the alleged incident happened on March 19th of this year. Less than 1 week later, he's arrested. But let's keep going. About 15 minutes after he tweeted that he would be disclosing a big high school and college basketball scandal, quote, perpetrated by Nike that he supposedly had uncovered. So they got the evidence right there. Like they're trying to prove some kind of extortion case because you went and talked to Nike about, I'm going to release X, Y, and Z if you don't pay me. They got the evidence right there. And they probably got that conversation that he had with Nike on videotape in clear 1080p, 60 frames a second video. But let's keep going. Avenatti is due to be presented in Manhattan federal court on Monday on charges of conspiracy, extortion, and transmitting interstate communications with intent to extort. A criminal complaint filed in New York against Avenatti says he, quote, devised a scheme to extort a company by means of an interstate communication by threatening to damage the company reputation if the company did not agree to make multi-million-dollar payments to Avenatti and co-conspirator, and further agreed to pay an additional $1.5 million to a client of Avenatti's. So he's trying to get not only himself paid, but others paid as well. Straight from Nike. I mean, what kind of idiot are you? That's called extortion. But we continue. The complaint says that last Wednesday, Avenatti and a cooperating witness, so now you got somebody snitching on him. That's what happened. That probably was caught on tape, and then they approached the person that was maybe in the room or that Avenatti spoke of, the FBI that is, and they said, hey, man, we know what you did. Here's the tape. Now you can cooperate. Maybe you can walk or get a lighter sentence, or you can just not do anything. And potentially you going down with Avenatti for this whole big case. And we have a very high conviction rate, like 98%. What you want to do? But let's keep going. The complaint says that last Wednesday, Avenatti and a cooperating witness spoke by phone with lawyers for Nike, quote, during which Avenatti stated with respect to his demands for payment of millions of dollars that if those demands were not met, quote, I'll go take $10 billion off of your client's market cap. I'm not effing around. That's a pretty clear threat to me. You're trying to extort them. Nike had no immediate comment. In the LA federal case, Avenatti is accusing a 197-page complaint of negotiating a $1.6 million settlement for a client in a civil case, but then giving the client, quote, a bogus settlement agreement with false payment date of March 10th, 2018, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles. That office said Avenatti misrepresented his client's settlement money and used it to pay expenses for his coffee business, Global Baristas US LLC. Now, Avenatti, I understand you want to have this whole image and, you know, this cool guy and all this and that, but come on. Global Baristas, really? That's what you want to steal money for? Come on, man. And you got it on paper as an LLC? Big time idiot, but let's keep going. Which operated Tully's coffee stores in California and Washington State, as well as for his own expenses. Quote, when the fake March 2018 deadline passed and the client asked where the money was, Avenatti continued to conceal that payment had already been received, court documents said, according to prosecutors. A lawyer has a basic duty to not steal from his client, said U.S. Attorney for L.A. Nick Hanna. Mr. Avenatti is facing serious criminal charges alleging he misappropriated client trust funds for his personal use, and he defrauded a bank by submitting phony tax returns in order to obtain millions of dollars in loans. Now, isn't Avenatti the kind of guy that would say Trump should put out his tax returns? Trump is a fraud. Trump's this, Trump's that. He's going to get arrested. He's going to get locked up. Meanwhile, they got straight evidence that you submitted fake tax returns and you defrauded your own clients to put money into your coffee business, Global Baristas. Like, what are you thinking about, sir? What are you thinking about? But let's keep going. Hanna's office said Avenatti also allegedly defrauded a bank in Mississippi by submitting to that bank fake tax returns to get 3 loans totaling $4.1 million for his law firm and coffee business in 2014. So this is way far, in the past. This ain't nothing new due to the new fame and fortune, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Nah, this is in 2014. This is way before Trump came into office. This is way before he even announced. So this ain't even about Trump and Stormy Daniels. This is about Michael Avenatti being crooked for quite a long time. But let's keep going. The tax returns indicated that he had, quote, substantial income, even though he had never filed any such returns with the Internal Revenue Service, the prosecutor's office said. The phony return stated that he earned $4 million and about $600,000 in adjusted gross income in 2011, 5.5, right about $5.4 million in 2012, and about $4 million flat In 2013, Avenatti allegedly also claimed he paid $1.6 million in estimated tax payments to the IRS in 2012 and paid $1.25 in 2013. In reality, Avenatti never filed personal income tax returns for 2011, 2012, and 2013 and did not make any estimated tax payments in 2012 and 2013, Hannah's office said. Instead of the millions of dollars he claimed to have paid in taxes, Avenatti still owed the IRS $850,000 in unpaid personal income tax plus interest and penalties for the tax years 2009 and 2010. Avenatti also submitted a fictitious partnership tax return for his law firm. So this guy is beyond crooked, and here's the complaint right here from the New York feds. If you want to see this, this will be in the box straight from CNBC. It's not a quote-unquote biased news source. Well, biased towards the left maybe, but if they're biased towards the left, then they wouldn't be trying to help Avenatti. But this is all right here. It's paperwork, it's documents. If you want to see it, you can see it for yourself. And here's the one from the LA federal people. It's all right there, black and white. So that is pretty much it for that. Michael Avenatti, you know what? I figured he was pretty crooked, but I didn't know he was that crooked. I mean, you talking about submitting fake tax returns, extorting money. You got a settlement for a client and stole it. That's wild. You better go to jail for an extended period of time, because that right there, that's some serious violations. You got 2 federal complaints against you. They got evidence. They got paperwork. They got witnesses, and Nike's on your back. Nike has a crazy amount of money, millions they can spend on lawyers that are way beyond your pay grade, sir. So it's a wrap for you. I mean, I think him getting involved with Stormy Daniels probably made it worse, because now he has a more public profile, which makes him a target for a lot of different things, for investigations, for any kind of, inquiries into transparency. He's going to be a big time target. So I'm glad that he got that fame and now it's over. Stormy Daniels is a wrap. Nobody cares about her. Nobody cares about him. And we found out that there ain't no collusion. It ain't no conspiracy. None of that's going on. So we can move on with our lives. And that's pretty much all I got for that. So what say you? Are you surprised at this? Are you surprised that Michael Avenatti, such an upstanding guy representing a fine young woman, would be accused of stealing money, defrauding banks, submitting fake tax returns? Are you surprised? Or are you like me, not surprised at all? He seemed fishy and shady from the beginning. Not all lawyers are like this, but he most certainly does not give lawyers a good name. He gives them a bad name. And I think that many lawyers out there are upset at him for further tarnishing their image. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.